seconds on the clock. So what we have here is our set for the movie itself. This is just a block out of the set, but ultimately this is what it's going to look like. I have geometry nodes setups for some trees and stuff, but for now I'm going to hide those. I have one over here as well, and they're going to fill up more, obviously. This is these two sections here are meant to be like grassland, just woods or something, and then this one in the middle is like a street / parking lot over here, mixed with maybe just more woods. I don't know. I have to figure that out. But so I'm going to turn off because it's going to chug my computer too much if I have these on. I'm going to hide these geometry nodes setups, and we have a rough kind of block out of the mini golf course. These are, you can see, repeat holes. I don't have enough retopologized holes scans that we were doing before. I don't have enough. I don't have 18 of them, so I just duplicated. You can see like these two are the same, these two are the same, like these two are the same. So I just have them roughly laid out, and there's 18 of them in this kind of configuration. This could change as well. I want to add some body of water where there's going to be a bridge, kind of like Island Grove Bridge, but also just some like ponds and lakes and stuff. So this will ultimately kind of get moved around, but obviously you have to start somewhere. So this is where we're starting. And then we have obviously the shack where Roland lives / where you pick up your mini golf ball here on this countertop, as well as where the mini golf course owner / woodworker has all of his trinkets, and like this whole space is going to be filled with wooden sculptures and stuff like that. So you can see right up here, this is the shelf section where Roland lives. We had a preview of the putt practice mat thing here that you see in like the movies or like a businessman office. This is up here, and then we have this driver practice device thing that you stick in the grass, and you hit this ball and it spins, and if it spins perfectly straight this way, it means you hit the ball straight, and if it spins this way, it means you sliced it, this way you hooked it. So this whole shelf is going to be filled with golf knickknacks and mini golf cards, like old mini golf scorecards, and maybe some posters and whatnot. Maybe there's going to be like an inspirational poster because this is where Roland lives. He doesn't live down where the other golf balls live, down here in the basket. And all the golf clubs will be down here at some point. But he obviously got injured in his first round of mini golf, so therefore he was put on the shelf and hasn't been played with, so he's going to be up here. And so we're going to build it out a little bit. So here is this section. So then there's another one I did. Let me see if I can open up the file without messing up too much. In this file, we have this kind of shack looking building that I took this picture at a local mini golf course, and I was super inspired by the look of it. That I think I want to kind of model where he lives, the shack, after this. And then also maybe there is some inspiration here for how the table, maybe there's like an L-shaped table to it so that we can get better angles, which could be really cool. So I just want to append this shack reference. I'm going to call this, where's the shack reference? This one. Okay, that wall is just, oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. So if I take this one, You can see I kind of have some golf balls. I also have a potential set where there's some old golf balls sitting up here where he lives as well, so he's not totally alone, but I don't know if I want to keep that. We'll see. So let's see if we hide. I don't want those, any of these things, or this, just that. Let's take all the shack ones and put them in a new collection called Shack All, maybe Shack. Save, and then I want to see what it looks like appended in this, because it's just a cube that I kind of stretched out, and it's not. It was just a rough. I was mostly focusing on the shelving area, so I'm gonna file append. Shack collection, Shack All. Take all these objects and rotate them 180 degrees and bring this back. Bring it over. So roughly the same size. I got the scale pretty close, I guess, and this one is not. Oh, this is rotated 4.61 degrees. That's gonna mess up. Oh, this is parented? Because this isn't rotated at all. Yes, it is. Okay, I want to unparent this. If I just delete it, does it mess everything up? Yes. Let's see where this is. Yep. Let's hide Shack All. Wait, hide this for now. I'll take this, and the shelves and unparent them to this mock-up shack, so I can just delete. And now if I turn on the other one, I'm gonna take these, parent them to this object, so I can just move this one, and then actually want to fix the rotation of all these. Great. Take this, bring it up a bit, like that. Bring it over, because we're not really lining up. This window is not as big as the other one was, but something like that. There's gonna be some sort of overhang, obviously, because like in a rail, there's like siding and stuff we'll have to figure out. Because the camera is gonna be like basically right here a lot of the time. Not a lot of the time, but you know, let me go in, save this. A lot of the time, I can't even get in here this close. Like, let's bring in Roland real quick. Save, append. I'm gonna get out of any. Oh, he is in here. Where is he? Oh, he's down there with this person. This is just a mock-up. I don't have any of. I don't have the screws in here. This is just a dummy model that I'm bringing in here for reference, but I can take this, bring it up to where the cursor was here. And let's just bring him over here. Like that, and just rotate him out so he's looking out into the golf course. So like the camera is going to be like this, like to show him, and I can mess around with this, like whatever the field of view will be. But I don't want it to be super low. I want there to be sky, like in these shots. Like if I bring in a camera, do I have a camera? Yeah. Oh, it's up there. Let's take the camera and bring it. I think I was mocking this up for the storyboard portion too. Bring the camera to the cursor as well. Now I want to go into there again. Look around a bit. Like this. This is like the camera. Obviously, so it's kind of limiting. And what is the focal length here? 50. Okay, so let's bring that back to 24 or something. So if you have a super wide lens, you can see it, but I want to get rid of this. I want this to be more wide open. Right now it's a little bit squished. It's like the ceiling is too low on them. But whenever, I don't know what happens with that. Sometimes when I go into camera view mode, like see how everything's tilted? To go into top view mode and fix it. Anyway, so we can take this section of the let's make this, let's hide the camera. Take this face. And this should also, I mean, this should be just a beam. This shouldn't be like this, but we're just blocking it out. Taking this, all these faces just so we can bring them up. Okay, that's good. Now, if I just raise this up, oh, I don't want proportional editing. So now I can move this up and down a little bit. I don't want to go too far because then you're messing up with this geometry here. But if I bring it, let's go back into camera view mode. Just bring it up until you can't see it no more. I guess I'll just bring it up to here underneath. And I can take these windows and move them up as well. All of this is just blocking. And I want to, this is another thing, I want to make these windows look like his glasses, because this is where all the mini golf balls live, but this is like Roland's house. You know, this is Roland's movie. So we're gonna model the windows to make the shape look like his glasses. And actually I have another reference image I should have had ready to go, but I don't, is over here. When I was doing some AI stable diffusion concept art testing, there was one that came out that looked very similar to this shack. It was very weird. I'll pull it up now. This looks very similar to this shape we have. Let me fix this back to 50. You can see the windows even. It looks very similar to this, but I want to, I just painted out the top for some reason. This is the original. It put in this overhang thing. I don't know why. Very interesting. I didn't put that in the prompt, but I painted out this for, I tried to regenerate another image, but but this is really funny how it's very similar. And I want this. Obviously, the owner of the mini golf course is a woodworker, so I don't want it to be crappy. Like, this is very old, but I like the aesthetic of like the kind of the wood boards, the boards of the siding to be not perfect and kind of wonky a little bit. This looks dilapidated. I don't want that, but I like the stylization of the wood here, and I want to kind of emulate that, but have the two windows be much bigger, like his glasses. So I have some other images here. This one's kind of similar too, where this one's actually blue, which is funny. But we have this big open window, kind of like where this area right here that we're modeling. This was another one, and we just have a different stable diffusion test that we did for the shack. But of all the ones that it spit out, this one was cool because I saved this one because it has this bridge. I want something similar to this where it's kind of like a pond in the middle where you can walk this bridge to get to one of the holes, and maybe you walk through the arch of like Island Grove, not like the concrete large bridge that it really is, but a small little Easter egg. But yeah, so then that's pretty funny. So I'm gonna keep this kind of imagery in mind, as well as kind of this one as well, like this little window. But again, there's gonna be two big windows. So I'm gonna keep those in mind while I work on these in the future. But for now, I think so. You can see, even if I shrink median, I don't want that. Actually, if I can do a vertex group, assign these, and now if I just deselect these ones, bring this over to the left, and then select them again and do the opposite. Do the opposite. Bring this one over to the right. Bring this one up bigger. Make the windows much bigger. I put the windows in a vertex group so I can more easily select them. Bring this one up. The right glasses, the right frame of his, I guess his left frame, but when we look at him, his right frame is a little bit smaller. If you see, I could just show you. This one, you can't really tell too much when you're just looking at it, but like you can see this one is above. This one's above, and then this one is also below. So this one is slightly smaller than this one. So I'm going to mimic that in the windows, where this window is a little bit smaller, and we're pretty much already there. Oh, I don't want I can even tilt them a bit too, so they're not perfectly level, so it's a little bit stylized. Trying to add some to it. 9 minutes left. Keep it going. How's everyone feeling? bring this one. Actually, I think we should want to angle them this way a bit so they look more sad looking. Yeah, that's good. Cool. And obviously they're not really windows, they're just well, I mean, we'll have to knock, well, I guess we could just knock these out so we can see it better. We can always refill them in anyway. And the geometry on it, it's bad anyway. Like this edge here and these ones, this is just roughly blocking it out, but that's okay. We're getting there. Cool. I even might want to make this more square, but I don't want it to be a cube, so I don't know. We can keep it like that. Save. This counter is way too tall. It's basically chin level. When you grab, I mean, the counter at a mini golf course is slightly taller than usual. It's like, I mean, maybe. It's not like regular countertop height, but so we can maybe bring it down, but I also want to take these objects with it. I'm not going to worry about rolling, I can always fix it later. But for the person, maybe like belly button height. So when they walk up to the counter, it's like this tall. 5 minutes. I think that makes sense. This person, also make sure this person's standing on the ground. Yes. Okay. I'm just sticking it through the ground just to get the height right, and I can fix it after. But that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to take rolling back. Yep. He's just in there for reference. Cool. So yeah, this height feels better. Thanks, Rach. Yeah, I think so too. That other one was too tall. But yeah, this feels like you... Actually, I could also, you know, just for funsies, bring in our mini golf club. So bring that to the cursor. And then... you know, you pick up your club, it's like this. Transform those rotations. Now I can do -90. If they always have them lined up here to pick your club. They also have them in like that little bucket thing, but this is where, like, this is a smaller mini golf course where you just get handed a club, and then So yeah, you come up here, you pick up a club. Feels about right. And then all the mini golf balls are down here. I also don't know if I want to do how many shelves I want to do here, because I don't want it to be messy, but I also don't want it. Oh, we have a minute and a half left. Great. I don't want it to be messy, but I don't want it to be too just like barren. I want it to feel like a nice lived in spot kind of. Last thing I'll maybe do is yo, what up, Nick? What's going on, dude? I'm gonna bring in, I've got a minute left. Let me see if I can append I have a basket made. I made it off, what do you call it? Off stream object. Oh crap, I need to, it's all, I guess I could just do all of them, I guess, right? Holder. And then all these mini golf balls. Append. Oh, no, I don't want this one though. Let me take this one, and parent it to the holder one. Now if I take this, and bring that to the countertop. 10 seconds. Like that. Time's up. 30 minutes over. But this is where all the other mini golf balls will live. If I just open up that file real quick before I move on to storyboarding, I'll show you. This is like the basket where all the other balls will live, and then Roland lives up on the shelf that you saw before. This is just being driven by, let me check my dope sheet. Yeah. What I did for this was I had this holder object, hid the wire basket, and used this as the collision object. And then I took just one ball and then did an array modifier like this. And actually the rotation's off, so it's going to be going like to the side here. But if I redo the rotation and then make the factor on the Z, I did it like this, and then made another. I basically just maybe duplicated them like this, and then I made all of them individuals, got rid of the array modifier, and then did a simulation where they all dropped into the ball, into this container, and then some of them fell off, like fell over, but I just deleted them. But I deleted the bake. I baked the animation, the simulation, and then just deleted the keyframes because I just wanted this still. So that's how I made that. But I'm going off on a tangent. And then once it's done, I just hide the holder object, and then turned on the basket.